Hello and welcome to the Talk to Defeat ALS podcast. I'm your host, Tony Heil, the Director of Communications and Public Policy here at the ALS Association Greater Philadelphia chapter. Welcome to another 5-minute tip with Elisa Brownlee, our Head of Assistive Technology here at the Greater Philadelphia chapter. Today we're going to be talking about scooters and some information you might not know about why getting one might not be the right choice for you. So Elisa, explain scooters and the right or wrong way to get them if you're a person with ALS.
Right, and by wrong we mean going through your insurance.
Right.
Okay. Medical insurance will pay for one mobility device every 5 years. That mobility device can be a $100 transport chair, a $250 manual wheelchair, or a $1,500 scooter, which they consider a power-operated vehicle. But it's one mobility device every 5 years. So that if you tap into your insurance to pay for that $250 manual wheelchair, and unfortunately as ALS progresses, you're going to need a high-end power wheelchair
That costs
$32,000
or more.
or more.
Yeah.
Your insurance isn't going to pay for it because they've already paid for their one mobility device every 5 years.
Right.
So we want people to be able to tap in to their coverage for a power wheelchair, the $32,000 one. So we do not want you to go through insurance to get a manual wheelchair or a scooter, because then you've used up your benefit.
And the best way to access one of these vehicles or to figure out what's best for you is to talk to your clinic team, your social worker, your nurse, and say, "Oh, I'm having this issue. I'm considering buying X."
Correct.
And they will tell you, one, whether or not you should get it, and two, how the chapter can help make it easier for you and guide you in the right direction or loan you appropriate equipment.
Correct. Or they might tell you, that if it's just a transport chair, oh, we had somebody who wants to donate it. They live almost around the corner from you, and we might hook them up together.
Right.
But yes, we would either want you to borrow one, or, if you're bound and determined, you can privately pay for it.
Right.
But don't use the insurance benefit, because the power wheelchairs are just exorbitant in terms of the cost, and that's where we want your benefit to be used.
And they're not getting cheaper.
No. But they're not just a power wheelchair for somebody with ALS is much more comprehensive than just using it to get around. It's for seating and positioning. It is for relief of pain, so that you can, if you can't weight shift anymore, the chair will weight shift for you.
It's personally designed for the person.
Exactly.
They're expensive for a reason. Exactly.
And you don't actually get that on a scooter. A scooter is just basically a captain's chair. It has no positioning stabilizers or anything else. It's just a chair on a motor, and that's
right.
it.
So use your insurance wisely. Talk to your clinic team for what's best for you.
Talk to your social worker.
Your social worker especially.
Yeah.
Fine. And actually, if you talk to other people in your team, they're going to direct you to your social worker.
Yes.
And there might be things that are already available to you that are free or low cost or available that you won't have to spend the money for a scooter anyway.
Correct.
So we'll direct you to the right resources. So be on alert if you're thinking about buying a scooter. Ask the right questions and think about the long-term consequences insurance-wise.
Yep.
So thank you, Lisa, for this sub 5-minute tip on scooters and insurance. To learn more about this and other topics, please visit www.alsphiladelphia.org if you're in our region. And of course, you can go to www.alsa.org to visit the ALS Association and find a chapter near you and to connect with the right clinics. Thank you again for providing this useful 5-minute tip.